Is the spirit the same as the breath? What is the difference between the soul and spirit? What happens to the soul and spirit when you die? Does the soul continue to exist after death? According to Job 27 verse 3, the spirit and the breath are really the same things. At creation, God breathes into Adam's nostrils this breath of life, Genesis 2 verse 7. Whenever you die, the spirit, or breath, returns to God, leaving the disembodied soul. The breath is more than the common air you breathe. It is the divine force of God, more like the spark of life in a battery. It is this spark of divine power that returns to God after death. Therefore, God alone possesses the power of creation. The soul is a combination of the body and the breath of life. At the time of creation, both body and breath combine to produce a living soul. Therefore, a soul exists only when the breath enters the body. At death, the body and breath separate. A simple illustration will make this explanation clearer. Let's imagine building a house. Lumbers and nails are used to construct the building. If the house is no longer needed, one can pull the nails and lumbers and put them in separate piles. Where is the house? It doesn't go anywhere. It simply no longer exists. The house is a combination of two things, the nails and lumbers. There is no house until the nails and lumbers are combined. The nails and lumbers still exist, but there is no house until they are joined. So also is the soul. Although the breath continues and body returns to the dust, the soul only materializes when the two are combined. Many religions teach that the spirit continues to exist after death. However, in death, the spirit does not survive in heaven, hell, or purgatory. Death is the direct opposite of life. The confusion among religious leaders occurs around the misunderstanding of the words spirit and soul. Although they were mentioned over 1,000 times in the Bible, none of them indicate any life or personality when they were separate from the body. In the scriptures, the word soul have different meanings. On occasions, it denotes a person or living beings, Genesis 2 verse 7. Other meaning is life, as in the book of Job 12 verse 10. At other times, it means the mind, or intellect, Psalm 139 verse 14. In conclusion, the equation is always the same, the soul equals the body plus the spirit. The soul does not exist when the spirit leaves the body. As the Lord told Adam in the Garden of Eden, "Dust you are, and to dust you shall return."